Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, January 21st. Here's what's happening. The Justice Department has served grand jury subpoenas to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. The subpoenas are centered on an investigation into allegedly obstructing federal officers amid anti-ICE protests in that state. Walz and Frey have been critical of federal immigration officials following the deadly shooting of Renee Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis earlier this month. President Trump is hopeful something can be worked out over Greenland. Trump addressed reporters inside the White House press room on Tuesday and said there are several meetings coming up with European leaders about Greenland at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
We will work something out where NATO is going to be very happy and where we're going to be very happy. But we need it for security purposes. We need it for national security and even world security. It's very important.
Greenland is a self-governing Danish territory that sits between the U.S. and Europe. When asked how far he was willing to go to obtain Greenland, Trump said, "We'll see." Freezing temperatures are gripping a large part of the country. Life-threatening wind chill temperatures have already impacted parts of the northern plains, upper Midwest, Ohio Valley, and the Northeast. This first wave of Arctic air will slightly ease today before another surge of cold air hits the Midwest on Thursday. In parts of the upper peninsula of Michigan, the high temperature will be minus 12 on Friday. The fate of Texas's Ten Commandments law is now in the hands of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. Justices were split on whether posting the Bible verse in public schools is constitutional.
The state legislature is singling out a particular religious text to be displayed in a way that's not curricular, but reverential.
Judge Stephen Higginson agreed that the Ten Commandments is on display at the U.S. Supreme Court, but he says it's next to a picture of Muhammad. Another similar law is being challenged in Louisiana. Gene Mills heads the Louisiana Family Forum.
Louisiana will be enriched by restoring the Ten Commandments to its place of honor within the public education system.
Opponents claim the laws violate the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment, which prohibits the government from endorsing a religion. Backers of the law point to a 2022 ruling in favor of a high school football coach who would pray at the 50-yard line after his team's games. And the ongoing protests in Iran, considered the largest in years, have had as many as 2,500 people killed, including Christians. The London-based nonprofit Article 18 says 7 Christians of Armenian origin have been killed in recent days by security forces. There's been a blackout of internet access in the country, heightening fears of arbitrary arrests or extrajudicial killings. And that is the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley.